We are joined by Keith in Seagrove, North Carolina. Keith is on the Republican line. Go ahead.
Hello. I'd like to disagree with everything that the past two callers have said. This is a big political show. That's all it is a show. And the thing that's really bothering me is how hypocritical it is. All these people talking about saving children and all that. The doctors, their doctors, which perform the abortions, have killed more people than anybody else, because those are American citizens that those doctors kill. When a baby is conceived, it is an American citizen and has the same rights as me and you, but it's okay for that mother to choose to kill that. But yet this gun that can do nothing by itself is so evil. I do not understand that, and the hypocrisy is just, it blows my mind. And the Democrats are the ones who really need to get on some common sense.
Let's go and get a Republican voice now. Wayne in Roosevelt, Utah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just, the Democrats want to have the gun control, but they want to do away with the due process that they were offered by the Republicans on this issue. If it's not according to the Constitution, then we don't need it to be legislated into being. If we give up our guns, we'll be just like Germany was before Hitler took over control. That's the first thing he did, was disarm the population so that he could control all the masses of people. And that's the real issue here that the federal government's trying to do, is to disarm the general public so that they can control us and make us do what they want us to do. It's not. The thing is, in those last 4 major shootings of people, if there had been people who were armed with concealed carry weapons and knew how to use them, the people either wouldn't have went there to attack a gun-free zone where they knew that nobody was going to resist them, or they would have been stopped with minimal loss of life. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right, Wayne, thanks for calling. We'll continue to take your calls for a little while. Lisa in Stigler, Oklahoma, an independent caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Sir, my husband and I served in the United States Navy. We protect the Second Amendment for the American people. We think the Democrats are just out of their minds. They look like the 1960s. It was like this one senator was up there saying that his feet were hurting, he's cold and he's hungry. How would he like to work around jets watching airplanes all night long? I like to say that this was terrorism. The guy had a G license to get a gun. He worked for the Department of Homeland Security, and that's where he got his G license from. And for the terrorism, the flight homeland, or whatever you want to call it, the flight list, in 9/11, they said they had bombs on the airplanes that went into the towers and the Pentagon. And they flew the jets into the buildings, and I will never forget that morning. I thought it was some sort of movie, and my husband came home and told me what happened. And when I turned on the TV in that beautiful morning in New York, I thought there was something wrong with one of the jets that flew into the building.
All right, thanks for calling, Lisa. We'll move on, get some other voices on the air to Ulster, Pennsylvania next.